Alright, I want to take a few moments and do a roundup of the deals floating around for cameras like the 70D, the T5i, the D5300. Some are old, some are new, but there always seems to be some confusion because not every place makes it readily and immediately apparent on how to get these savings on some of these bundled packages and what offers what for free. So I'll just take a moment and show you all that in the middle of June here. First off, point out that I do list all of these out on my DSLR buying guide, which you can get to right here from my blog. That's the first link below this video. So if you have any questions, you can just follow over and those will be listed out here. I also list, if you're interested, additional accessories that I recommend for each camera. Nikon and Canon are on there as well. So with that said, let's jump right into it. And the first place we're going to land is B&H. A couple of reasons we're going to B&H. One is for many states, if you live outside of New York, they do not charge tax, sales tax, and Amazon does charge sales tax in some states now, which can be a significant amount when you're buying an expensive camera like a DSLR. They also will ship internationally, but let's start by searching for the T5i. Let's say you want the T5i 18 to 55 or the 18 to 135. They're both on here, and right away both are offered with a free DSLR shoulder bag and the SanDisk 16 gigabyte card, which is the card I actually recommend, best value card for price and performance. Isn't that what value means? So, but what you're probably interested in is knowing how to get that 55 to 250 lens at an additional savings. It retails for $399, but you can get it for less. So I've clicked into the detail page of this 18 to 55. I can say add to cart, and it's now in my cart. And notice that there's a lens right here, EFS 55 to 250, but there's no STM. This is the older version. It's okay, it's fine, but if you want to shoot video or if you want slightly better quality, I do think it's worth the extra $100 that the newer STM costs. So we're going to just skip that. We're just going to close it, and we're going to go right back here to save 150 on selected EF lenses. And you can also save on the Mubi wireless iFi cards. Not as big a fan of those as I am the normal iFi card, but here it is here. So the very first one listed, 55 to 250 STM, $150 off. Notice you're getting 2% rewards on all of this. This translates into, I don't think B&H calls them this, but I'm going to B&H bucks, which will be provided to your account something like 35 days after your purchase. They want to make sure you're not returning the camera and stacking up rewards. And you can then put that towards other things. So I'm going to select that item, and I'm going to add selected to cart. And now we have both of these things in cart. I can go view my cart, and we see that the savings happens right there. And so I'm getting both of these things for $948. So this is a nice setup, 18 to 55 plus the 55 to 250. I get asked a lot about whether or not I recommend people adding square trade protection plans. Disclaimer here, it's your choice. Whatever you do is what you should do. I typically don't for my kind of walk around vacation cameras and things like that. I do have insurance on all of my professional level cameras because I need to be able to have a quick turnaround time if something goes wrong with them. And you may feel that same way, but I don't feel it's quite as urgent with a camera that, you know, is just used for family and vacation. But you know, they do pay for themselves if you're accident prone in just one accident, basically. Because even 3 years, $145. If you have to send your camera in for anything out of warranty or not covered in warranty, it's going to be at least that amount. That said, the warranty does cover your normal breakage and you know, things like that that are not caused by you. So the warranty is decent, and Canon's good about honoring it. So I'll let you decide what you do there. It's up to you. So that's it. And if you lived in New York City, you're going to get taxed, or not New York City, New York State, you're going to get taxed. But otherwise, and notice there, look at this, free shipping. I'm looking at this on Sunday. It would be here on Wednesday for me. That's great. 70D is the same. Nothing different there. Just go to the 70D, except one thing nice is they're offering a spare battery. So that means you're going to get this camera with 2 batteries. And it has wonderful battery life, but it's always nice to have one on the charger, and so when one's getting low and you're about to head out the door, you can switch it. I will point out this one other deal right here. It takes a little bit more work, but you get the 70D with the 18-135 and a really serious, nice printer. You got to have some room for that on your desk. It's not the smallest printer, but capable of gorgeous images. Once you throw in a mail-in rebate, so you do have to little work for it, you get all of that for $1184. You can also add that 55-250 STM lens in there as well. But that is a great deal. So if you're willing to do a little bit of work, that's awesome. D5300 is also throwing in on B&H the SanDisk card and the shoulder bag. Let's pop over to Amazon and look at any camera, let's say 70D or T5i again, same prices, same base prices. This is Canon sets minimum allowed prices very similar to Apple, and if you come across prices that are much lower or even a little bit lower anyplace else, it's very likely that they are not a Canon authorized retailer and you may not be able to get the warranty honored. Every once in a while I have people write into me and say, I found this great price, and I go look and it's usually a scam site where you order the camera, they call you up to quote-unquote confirm your credit card, and why they have you on your phone, they let you know that that camera doesn't come with a battery or a SD card, which they don't come with an SD card, they do always come with a battery, and they then start to sell you or upsell you, and you end up spending more and maybe still not even getting what you paid for. But scroll down below the camera, and we have this link, save $150 on selected Canon lenses. There's also a mail-in rebate as well, and that takes you to this page, and it doesn't matter what camera you start with, they're all here, 70D, T5i, SL1, T3i, T5, T3. And you pick the 70D you want and the 55-250 you want. Notice that one is the STM right there, oops, and one is not the STM. Again, it's actually only just $50 difference. I do recommend the STM if you're going to be doing any video. That gives you that smooth and silent. You will need to copy this coupon code over. It doesn't always automatically apply. And notice there is a 75-300 too. Stay away from that. It's not a great lens. If you have a lot of light, if you know you're always going to be shooting in bright sunlight, it works. But it's not a great lens, and it's worth it to pay a little bit more, especially if you're going to be shooting video there. The D5300, the Nikons here are a little bit different. They have a bundle as well. And you click through in that, and there's a lot of savings on different lenses. You get excited, wow, $300 off. Well, this is a really nice lens, and it's not cheap. But it's still, a little bit of savings is nice. Listed on here is one of my favorite macro lenses, affordable favorite macro lenses for Nikon. It's the 40 millimeters. I've done a video about this. Great little lens, and that price brings it down to, I think, $276 or something. You won't see the savings until you click all the way through into the cart, but notice here that I can add the bag and the SD card, and I can scroll down here and find the 40, and I can add all of those to the cart. They're listed out here. I'm going to say proceed to checkout. The bag's down there too. And over here on the right, we have the lens savings, $30 off. Promotion applied, the 762 off and 787 off. That is the SD card and the holster, both of those. So that's a savings there. Oh, and I had a gift card. So sorry, ignore the gift card. And the total for you all would be $1293. And that's a nice deal. I really recommend for any of these cameras, the kit lens is a great place to start, 18-55, 18-135, 18-40, whatever you're buying, and a prime lens like the Nikon 40 or the 35. And I have more videos about these. Search my YouTube page. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. So that's just a quick roundup of some of the deals between B&H and Amazon here in mid-June. Links to start your shopping are right below this video, and using those links supports me in making videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe.